FTD Companies, Inc. FTD. Also trading as Florists Transworld Delivery is a floral wire service retailer and wholesaler based in Downers Grove, Illinois, in the United States. FTD was founded as Florists Telegraph Delivery in 1910 to help customers send flowers remotely on the same day by using florists in the FTD network who are near the intended recipient. It was based in Detroit, Michigan and then moved to Southfield, Michigan prior to its move to Downers Grove. It originated as a retailers cooperative and began a process of demutualization in 1994. It operates two main businesses. The consumer business sells flowers and gift items through its websites, and the floral business sells computer services, software and even fresh-cut flowers to FTD and Interflora-affiliated florists. Retail Florist Association, formerly Extra Touch Florist Association and FTDU Association, is a trade association that originated as the member education, advocacy and quality assurance arm of FTD, breaking formal ties with FTD in 2001. FTD processes orders through the Mercury Network, its international telecommunications service. History. On August 18, 1910, 13 American florists led by John Valentine, a Denver lawyer and floral company owner, agreed to serve each other's out-of-town customers by exchanging orders via telegraph. This group was called Florists Telegraph Delivery. In 1914, the company adopted Mercury Man as its logo to emphasize the speed of delivery. In 1965, it began offering international order and took the name of Florists Transworld Delivery. Going public. In 1994, FTD began a process of demutualization. On December 19, 1994, a precursor to the FTD Corporation, a private, for-profit company, Perry Capital, acquired FTD, which then divided FTD into two organizations: FTD Incorporated, a for-profit corporation, and FTDU Association, a non-profit trade association. FTD Incorporated retained FTD's businesses, including the Mercury Network and the Clearing House, and controlled FTDU Association's rules, regulations, and bylaws. The FTDU Association retained member education, advocacy and quality assurance. In 2000, FTD Incorporated held an initial public offering of FTD.com on the Nasdaq. FTD Group was listed on the NYSE in 2005. The company is based in Downers Grove, Illinois. In 2001, the FTDU Association separated from FTD Incorporated, terminated all contracts, and, in exchange for $14 million, renamed itself Extra Touch Floral Association, and later, Retail Florist Association. It is based in Livonia, Michigan. In 2008, United Online, Nasdaq, UNTD, announced a merger agreement with FTD Group, valued at $800 million. The acquisition was completed and shares of FTD ceased to trade on the NYSE August 26, 2008. In 2013, FTD is spun off from United Online, resulting in FTD Companies, Inc. 1. Becoming an independent, publicly traded company listed on Nasdaq. Acquisitions. In 1994, FTD was acquired by Perry Capital Corporation from the Florists and converted into a for-profit corporation. On July 31, 2006, FTD, Inc. announced its acquisition of Interflora Holdings, a UK-based sister cooperative that offered the FTD network in Britain and Ireland under the Interflora brand. The acquisition, first announced on July 7, 2006, was made for a purchase price of £66 million British pounds, or approximately US $122 million, excluding transaction costs. Quote, in 2012, Interflora acquired Flying Flowers, Flowers Direct and Drake Algar in the UK operations. Fiscal year 2006 revenues grew 6.2% to $465.1 million, compared with revenues of $437.8 million for fiscal 2005. This revenue growth was driven by an 11.6% increase in revenue in the consumer segment. The Mercury Network, the electronic network used by FTD, processes about 15 million orders annually, through about 50,000 FTD affiliates in 154 countries, of which about 20,000 are in the United States and Canada. CEO compensation. As President, FTD Group, Inc., at United Online Inc., Robert S. Apatow made $1,742,379 in total compensation. Of this total, $630,000 was received as a salary. $587,038 was received as a bonus. $0 was received in stock options. $506,000 was awarded as stock and $19,341 came from other types of compensation. This information is according to proxy statements filed for the 2012 fiscal year. Lawsuits. FTD had obtained a near monopoly position in its market. It has been sued several times by the United States Department of Justice to ensure it does not engage in non-competitive behavior, namely prohibiting members from affiliating with competing flowers-by-wire services. FTD entered into consent decrees with the Department of Justice after 1956, 1969, and 1990 suits. Florists Transworld Delivery. FTD sued its competitor ProFlowers for false advertising in August 2005. The suit focused on ProFlowers' claim to ship direct from the fields, with no middlemen, stating that the lawsuit was without merit. ProFlowers brought counterclaims against FTD. The lawsuit was settled a year later out of court. FTD, Inc. Florist Trade Business. FTD.com. Consumer Direct Sales. www.etfa.org. Retail Florist Association corporate website. Separated from FTD in 2001.